McDonald's, you come sit your trifling behind down. Who told y'all was that good to be charging that much for y'all food? Y'all supposed to be good for the price.
Please tell me why I just went through McDonald's to get a Diet Coke. And I was on the phone with my husband while I was ordering, and he's like, wait, you're at McDonald's? Get a filet of fish sandwich. He's like, get me two. It's Friday and Lent at McDonald's. We're like, great, I'll just eat that for lunch, and then we'll make something else for dinner. So, whatever, I ordered 3 filet of fishes in a separate order because she wouldn't let me add it on to my Diet Coke order. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. It pissed me off. Pull around, order 3 filet of fishes, not the meal, just the sandwich. She clarified. She said, the sandwich or the meal? And I said, just the sandwich. And she said, 3 of them? And I said, yes. Tell me why it was $17 for 3 filet of fishes on Friday during Lent at McDonald's.
David Palmer, Evercore ISI Senior Managing Director, Restaurant Packaged Food Analyst, joins us this morning. David, as a buy, targeted $3.30. What do we make of it, David, when management says the consumer is price weary?
Yeah, it was a sobering quarter for sure. Probably one of the most sobering we've heard in quite some time. The industry has definitely flattened out. Traffic's negative out there. Pricing's been rolling off and things aren't getting better. A lot of players out there are talking about the under 50,000 household income cohort. That's about a third of fast food users. It's more than that for a player like McDonald's. And that's the group that's dropping out. They're the ones that are struggling with all that inflation over the COVID period and probably some other things like interest rates and a lack of some of the wealth effects that are hitting other income groups.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Once again, we got to talk about Biden's fake artificial economy that has been held up by government spending, because every single time we talk about the Biden economy, right, for the most part, we're talking about mass layoffs. We're talking about increase in prices. We're talking about the private sector struggling, okay? Because that is what is happening. We're experiencing a recession in the private sector, okay, while the government subsidizes the rest of the economy through government spending and creating these fake jobs that the mainstream liberal media loves to brag about, okay? Again, this is why everybody feels like we're in a recession. But the mainstream liberal media keeps saying, oh, no, everything's great. Bidenomics is working, even though it clearly and obviously is not working, okay? And stories like this are more proof and evidence that the Biden administration, that the Biden economy is not working, because you have these fast food chains now starting to experience a loss in profits because of the increase in prices. And in some parts of the country, like California, the increase in prices are a result of Democrat policies like increasing the minimum wage that is causing sticker shock among customers, and that is resulting in consumers changing their habits. And I want to talk about it because there's some good and some bad that comes along with that. But before we get into it, we have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, Morgan & Morgan. This video is brought to you guys by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Did you guys know when you are seriously hurt, your injury could be worth millions? Morgan & Morgan does not settle for lowball offers. They've achieved significant verdicts for victims of life-altering car crashes in the past few months. $12 million in Florida, 34 times the highest insurance offer. $26 million in Philadelphia, 40 times the highest insurance offer. The fee is absolutely free unless you win. Did you know that you can start your claim at America's largest injury law firm in just a few clicks? It's so easy. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan at forthepeople.com/black conservative, or you can click the link in the description below.
Some restaurants in California are now serving up a little sticker shock along with the food. Prices at several fast food franchises have gone up, some dramatically, since the state approved an increase in minimum wage to $20 an hour. Correspondent Nancy Liu is live in LA with a reaction to these price increases, Nancy.
Well, Nicole, nearly a month after California's fast food minimum wage jumped to $20 an hour, some customers have been fast to change their habits, just as critics had predicted. The sharp pay hike from $16 to $20 an hour kicked in on April 1st, triggering higher menu prices everywhere. At this Chick-fil-A, many breakfast combos now well over $10. At In-N-Out, the popular double-double is now nearly $6. In some parts of LA, a Big Mac will set you back by $5, a Chipotle burrito by over $10. Pushed hard by the Service Workers Union and Governor Gavin Newsom to help counter the high cost of living in the Golden State, California's fast food minimum wage is nearly $13 higher than the federal minimum. There is no data yet on total restaurant layoffs so far, but research confirms the fallout for consumers. According to one recent market review, average prices are up by over 10% at Chick-fil-A, with Starbucks, Shake Shack, Chipotle, and Taco Bell also charging significantly higher prices. The sticker shock has some customers trying to curb their habits.
I'm from Texas, so like everything here is like already 5 times the price of what I would pay there. So like I think because of that, I just kind of like laugh everything off and it's not that big of a deal. But definitely, yeah, of course, like nobody wants to pay more money.
Yeah, so as we all know, prices are increasing exponentially in California due to the fast food minimum wage increase, okay? I mean, it's at the point now where fast food is not affordable anymore, okay? It's so unaffordable that you have consumers, the customers, lashing out against these companies by refusing to purchase fast food, and it is now showing up in their habits. They're saying, look, we would just rather not eat fast food if it's going to cost $15 for a Big Mac, okay, or a Filet-O-Fish sandwich. We just rather not eat fast food. We'll just eat at home. We'll cook our own food instead. And again, McDonald's has experienced a fall in earnings, okay, because of this, okay, because of this sticker shock that is causing consumers to not consume fast food anymore. And again, this is a good and a bad thing, and I want to talk about it. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Fast foodies are fed up, taking to social media to rant about what they see as non-value meals.
$17 for 3 Filet-O-Fishes at McDonald's? Are you kidding me?
After 2 years of menu price hikes, big companies finally feeling the pushback from diners. McDonald's profits falling short of expectations, a rare stumble for the Golden Arches. The CEO on Tuesday noting today's consumer is being picky about how they spend their money, and the company needs to be laser focused on affordability.
Well, I mean, that's no surprise. I mean, again, because Biden's economy is not good, inflation is out of control, is raging. So yeah, people know that their dollar doesn't stretch as far as it used to stretch when it comes to what they can buy and what they can afford. So yeah, they're going to be picky, okay? Once you get to the point where you're charging $17, $18 for a Big Mac, for a sandwich, people are going to be like, you know what? I might as well just make my own burger at home. And it'll be high quality, right? The whole point of fast food is to get it cheaply and fast, okay? You're not expecting the fast food to be amazing, right? You just want to get it cheap, right? You want to get it fast. It's a convenience thing. So when you make it unaffordable, when you increase the price to the point where it's like, you know what, I might as well cook at home, that's what people will do. You know, you only can increase the price so much before people say, you know what, we're just not going to buy your food anymore.
Has the consumer finally spoken and now they have to focus on value?
The consumer is frustrated by the prices they are paying at fast food restaurants, and they are absolutely voting with their feet.
Opting, he says, for Domino's or Burger King, which both exceeded expectations, or cooking at home, where food inflation is cooling. Inflation measuring food at home rose just 1.2% in March versus a year ago, compared to 4.2% for food away from home, which includes fast food. Those customers are increasingly revolting at repeated price increases. Mother of 5, Latifah Henry, says if prices get any higher, she'll skip the drive-through.
We're looking at like $10, $11, $12 sometimes just for one meal. So that is kind of something where we're like, okay, do we really want to eat out at McDonald's for those prices, or can we find somewhere that's, you know, a little higher quality that is pretty much a similar price.
And it's not just the burgers. Drinks have gone up too. Prices for Coca-Cola up 7% in North America. And 2 months ago, Wendy's CEO fired up controversy when he told investors the hamburger chain would test dynamic pricing starting next year, changing prices at different times of the day.
And they're also experimenting with AI as well too. Okay, when you go to the drive-thru, having an AI person talk to you and to take your order instead of a regular person.
Welcome to Wendy's. What would you like?
Can I have a chocolate frosty?
Which size for the chocolate frosty?
Medium.
Can I get you anything else today?
No, thank you.
Great. Please pull up to the next window.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if that's exactly AI, right? But it's getting into that territory, right? They call everything AI today, even though a lot of it is not really AI, just like they used to call everything blockchain back in the day, even though it wasn't really blockchain. But, you know, this is what the future is, right? This is what they're experimenting with, okay? And especially in states like California, this is going to come quickly, right? As this technology evolves, what they will do in order to continue to compete on price, because they're not going to have a choice. They're going to have to compete on price. They're going to start laying off more individuals, right? You're going to be replaced with machines. I mean, they've essentially already replaced a lot of cashiers in these restaurants, but it's going to be even more than that. A lot of these restaurants, you know, they're going to be fully automated for the most part. The only people that'll be working in these restaurants is maybe like one manager, okay, maybe one employee that manages the machines, and then you have a guy that comes and fixes the machines when they periodically break down, right? It'll be minimum manpower, okay, and it'll be all robots, machines, AI running these restaurants. That is the future that we're headed towards, especially in states like California, right? And their minimum wage increase is only going to accelerate the progress that is made on these technologies, because a lot of these companies are going to start investing in this stuff more as a means of trying to keep prices low while having to deal with paying higher minimum wages.
In California, Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, Pizza Hut, and Jack in the Box warned customers of higher prices ahead because of a new $20 minimum wage for their workers. As for McDonald's, in an effort to calm customer concerns, it plans to test out a higher quality and bigger burger later this year.
I don't know if that's going to work, dog. I don't know if that's going to work, okay? I don't go to McDonald's for high quality burger. Maybe back in the day, right? Maybe back in the day, okay, when the meat at McDonald's I feel like was better, okay? When the quality of food was better, maybe. I don't know. But I don't think that justifies a $15, $17 Big Mac, right? Just because you get a bigger Big Mac, right, with higher quality. That's not what people go. Okay, people don't necessarily go for the quality as much as they go for the convenience, okay, and the price. McDonald's is saying, well, we'd rather give you a little bit more food, okay, higher quality, whatever that means, okay, because quantity, a bigger burger doesn't mean a better quality burger, right? That's not what that means, but this is how the news report is framing it. We'd rather do that than to lower prices. Now, again, McDonald's, I'm sure their CEO, their management, their team, they're much smarter than me, okay? I'm just a guy on the internet. But I'm just saying, people, I don't think, go to McDonald's for a gourmet burger, right? If I want to go to a place to get a gourmet burger, okay, and to pay a premium price for a burger like $20, I'm not going to McDonald's, okay? I don't care how they market the burger, okay? That's not where I'm going. I'm going to go to a place that actually specializes in burgers, right? That makes good burgers. This is what they do. Burgers are our thing, right? That's why I would go if I wanted to get a gourmet burger, not McDonald's. But who knows? Maybe it'll work. But what you're saying here is that instead of actually lowering prices, they're saying, no, we'll just rather do anything else except that. Which, you know, hey, they're probably in a bad situation because of the increase in labor costs, okay, inflation. So, I mean, hey, the cost of goods and services is going up. The cost of providing food is going up. And hey, in order for them to lower their prices, they would have to significantly slash their margins. So, you know, I get where they're coming from, but I'm not sure if this is the move.
So Christine, I mean, we know about that. We've been talking about the fast food prices soaring at these fast food places for a while now. But what about the more casual dining options, like Applebee's, for instance? Are they going up there as well?
Yeah, they've been raising prices at Chili's and Maggiano's, and and Darden Restaurants, which owns Olive Garden, noted in its earnings report that people who make $75,000 or less were going to Olive Garden less because of the higher prices. So you can see up and down the income strata, but definitely people who make less money are going out less. It's interesting too. You know what? There's a new trend happening. Wawa, Sheetz, some of these convenience stores, gas station convenience stores, they're offering more hot food, more choices because they're getting those fast food customers who are sick and tired of rising prices. So I think
exactly. Because that's the value proposition of fast food. That's the original value proposition that is. Now, again, these fast food restaurants want to try to, justify higher prices by, making gourmet burgers or whatever. And it's like, no, that's not why people go to McDonald's. Okay. This is why I said I'm not sure if that's going to work. But you have some of these other places like these gas stations that aren't necessarily raising their prices as much, and they are providing cheap food fast, okay? They essentially are running their own fast food restaurants. Now, again, the food is not the highest of quality, but, it's good enough, right? You can get by. It is cheap. So that's why people are now buying their fast food from gas stations, okay? And they're probably gaining all of those customers that some of these fast food restaurants like McDonald's, these chains, are losing because now they're focusing more on the value proposition of what fast food is. Now, overall, I think the trend of people eating at home and choosing not to eat fast food at all is good, right? I think that more people should cook. I think that more people should not eat this poisonous food because, again, that's what fast food is. I mean, it's not good for you, okay? It has contributed to the obesity crisis in this country. And I think, as a byproduct of these fast food restaurants starting to see their earnings fall and consumers eat at home, I think that hopefully we'll have a healthier society, right? More people will learn how to cook and cook their own food and to buy more, groceries from the store. And I hope that this trend continues, right? I hope this trend continues. So we'll see.
I think you're going to see more value menus this year. I mean, the people, you're voting with your dollars. You really are when you're changing how you behave, and how you shop. And McDonald's and these other companies have seen it.
Here you go, Christine.
Oh, thank you very much.
We enjoyed your report so much, we decided to give you a gift.
I know. Whoever's expensing this, it costs more today than it did last year.
All right, Mr. Roker, you want one here?
No, hold on.
Wow. So you seen that, you heard that, okay? Not all bad, right? It's not all bad. I think some of this is good. And like I said before, I hope that consumers permanently change their behavior. And I hope that this starts a trend away from people consuming so much fast food and people eating at home, eating healthier and living healthier lifestyles. And that hopefully in the long term will lower the cost of healthcare. It will have effects throughout the economy because the obesity crisis really is something that costs American taxpayers a lot of money to deal with every single year. So again, consumers eating less fast food and eating healthier, I think is a good thing, right? And hey, if this is a byproduct of Democrat policies, I guess it sucks for the fast food businesses, right, to have to deal with it and the people that's getting laid off and losing their jobs. But maybe overall for society, it is good that we have people that are saying, hey, fast food is too expensive. We rather eat at home. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.